Huzzah! Finally! It only took, what was that, 4 or 5 tries? I should delete the short videos that it's just created. Oh, I hate when I am ready to go. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attempts to get it to stream properly. And delete. Delete videos. Yes, they're like 10 seconds long of me complaining about transcoding. Of course I want to delete them. Silly, silly thing. Right, let's get the game started. Watch that fall over now, or something even more bizarre. Right. The live screen. I am still a big... I talked to Space Quest yesterday and he said, yeah, we'll fix it at some point. no sort of where and when. Just like, yeah, we'll do that. So as we left it last time, we had a lot of research to get done. That is still the case. So I'm giving myself Rebuffs. The others should more or less last long enough, I think. Yes, they should. Right, social mediaing. Yeah, that's a thing I need to do. There we go. There's a Discord. I will do the book face as well. As you do. Post, and post again. So yes, yesterday we hit 220. Huzzah! So today we've got mucho research to do. Dailies are all done. Tara's not. Have a quick look. God, what are you typing? Right. Tell help bot. Tara. What's the timer look like? Next spawn, 8 hours, 37 minutes. That means she's up, doesn't it? With a couple of minutes to spare. Go have a look. Probably not, and I'm probably wasting my time, but hey, it's my time. I can't lose any XP, I just lose a bunch of buffs that I've got. It's quite high for a toon that was supposed to be deleted at the end of the stream he was created on back in January. Yes, I know. Probably notice as he goes through doorways, the camera has a fit. He's too damn tall. It's weird running down here when, you know, you've got doors that he's too big for constantly, and he was actually set as short height, not big height. No sign. The other dude's not up either. Somebody ran down though. Well, okay then. Beacon. I'll miss being tall, stood next to each other, next to other people, but it's for the best. Right, let's have a look. Where were we working on? So for dailies, I was handing in kinetic mastery because I wanted that extra sense. I probably want all of them, to be honest, but was it practical use I was looking at? Yeah, strength, then nano init, then a big boost to matter creation, more nano init, and then a special of some kind. I was doing that at the temple, wasn't I? See if we get enough at the temple. I don't think we'll cap there anymore, but hey, we'll get close-ish, maybe. Yes, he was supposed to be deleted at the end of the stream, and it didn't happen. Yeah, we're dealing with Sprit, so I might as well just go for defensive. See how we do. Have we got XP running? Got a XP running. I don't think that's the right one, though. No, those are res cans. One of these bags has got... Oh, there you go, XP can. Sky Cannon 2.0, welcome to the stream. How the devil are you? Yeah, we're chasing after some research at the moment. It should be good, he said. Hopefully. Yeah, I did all my dailies and then realised I hadn't picked up the freelancers. So I haven't done freelancers. I am not a smart man. Apparently. Yeah, I got them all done and then went, wait a minute, why isn't it say complete? Oh, you haven't picked up Freelancers Inc. I was like, oh, I don't believe it. It's about memory, yeah. I thought I'd already done it, so I thought I'd picked it up, and I hadn't. I think what had happened was I went to there and it said, oh, you've got another 2 hours to go, right? So I thought, okay, I've got 2 hours to go. Oh, well, I could pick up my regular dailies, go do them, but not hand them in. So, you are getting old. No. I am old. The getting old, that boat has sailed. That's gone. Am old is what I am. Got to remember my next significant birthday, I'll be 60. That's depressing. Yeah, I know. And if AO is still here in 7 years, that I'll still be playing it. So yeah. Why am I going to the Unread Temple? Well, because I don't have to go up a silly staircase in order to get to the spirit room. That's literally it. That's the why. Right, okay. Let's run down one of the arms here and pick a few up. I have got a hot running, that's okay. You all up the stairs, come on. So many. But for Lowbie research, this is about the best. Best option you've got. I'm always surprised at the ones that just get snagged behind you. Get the feeling I've left a bunch down there. There's probably far more efficient ways of doing this, but, you know, this is me we're talking about. Now the others in the room, they should all pile into that middle. You're at the temple by the 255. Yeah, I think there is only one temple in Inferno, isn't there? Is there more than one? Oh, I don't think so. But it's very hard work and requires quite a bit of concentration. And they all want to debuff you. You can't resist them each and every time, so eventually you end up debuffed. With the dots and whatnot. In straight ahead hitting you, they're not very strong. Oh, I was on that one. I was on the wrong one anyway. Combat execution I wanted to be on, wasn't it? No. Which one was it? Practical use I was supposed to be on. I was thinking, well, I should have moved that a bit, and then looking at it and going, you haven't got it ticked, you douche. You big brat. Oh well. Still got research, so it's not the end of the world. Come along, everyone. I'm not sure what the respawn's like on these, but people do spend hours and hours in these places, so. I went down there. Round and round we go again. Kiting, yes. Kiting Lowbie research. Thing is, I have to concentrate quite a bit to do it, because, you know, I'm not very good. And I've never really done it all that much, but for doing your lower level research, it does seem to be the most effective way to get any kind of progress. I pulled a huge number before and realised I was on a level 10 research. It barely moved, of course. And welcome to the stream, Sky Cannon and Savick and ITO Derek. See, that finished off that 5 in one go. Near enough. Practical use. So that's given me more strength. Yay. Then nano in it. More nano in it. Then matter creation 50. I've kind of used them all up now, haven't I? Haven't I used them all? Is there another... Ah, there's another thing. There's another corridor to go down. That level 1 is taunting you, yeah. I've never tried to pull the entire thing before, but I'd imagine it's feasible. See, some of them just don't care. You gotta make sure you've dotted the whole lot to get them to chase you this far. I suppose we can run around here, can't we? Is it big enough? Yeah, it's big enough. AoE blinds, yep, that's what we're using. So they all stay at the same HP. Yeah, that kind of deal, yeah. The excitement and drama that is kiting a spirit room. I always find that mass chlorize and then boiled blood really keeps them on you. More so than just mass chlorize. Depends on the mob. Some mobs are just have their aggression turned up to like 90 or something, you know, it just... Yeah, look, that we just did there. So on the lower level research, it's pretty good. Not sure how long they take to respawn though. Longer than I can be asked waiting, I think. Don't let the victim rot. Oh, God knows how much I've let rot, Sev. Because I've virtually wiped the place. Valuable. There's spirits, there's, you know. Not seen any no victim. Nope, no victim here. I think that's outdoor ones, I think, rather than these. I'm seeing like 3 dots right near me, but I can't see the mobs. Are they on? They're just on the other side of that wall, maybe. I've already been down this one. Maybe they've spawned inside the wall. You can go to the Omni Temple too. Well, I am in the Omni Temple because you don't have to deal with the silly spiral staircase in this one. Big bonus. Yeah, they're respawning, I think. Well, the clan one is kind of awkward to get to. As well as... It's got the silly spiral thing, which I always gets on my nerves. About 5 or 10 minutes, something like that, yeah. See, when you're running away from them this far, quite often they will just go, well, you know what? You go on. We'll just stay here. Whereas the dot will keep them on you. I think that one's been aggroed since the first time I came down here. Here I am. I'm not worried about them all dying evenly. I'm more worried about keeping them all following. Yeah, I think most of them have just stopped following now. I think when you're in here with all the awkward sort of turns and stuff, it's like a huge line of dots here, but I can't see any mobs. It's a bit annoying. Are they spawning inside the walls or something? Well, these have respawned. That was a lot shorter than 10 minutes. Probably more like 5. No, see, some of them... Come on. This way. No. Fight me. I maybe got too many now for the game. It's like a limit to how many things can actually follow you, isn't it? And then it breaks. Now, it feels like a reasonable haul of spirits. We'll give this a go. This is so not entertaining for the chat. I think the chat is like, wow, is this what you're doing for the rest of the night? It's like, no, it's not entertaining enough for me either. I could maybe do it if I had a movie running on another monitor or something, but that would be about the only way. Yeah, I think up to 5 and then it's not as good. I think getting the 1 to 5's done, I think it's probably very good. But then after 5, not so much. Discipline, health, dodge range, body dev, stamina again, max health, dodge range, stamina, max health, yeah. Anything like over here, it's nah. Doing your lower research, I think this is better for, so I might come back off stream, so to speak, and maybe do some of the lower ones then. Which means instead we can do 220 medium solos. Essence Hunter, talk to me. Have you come to do the do? I have. We will do what we can to stop the unredeemed. Medium or hard? Let's go medium with 220. It'll be faster for research. So this is the honest reality of getting to 220 so damn quickly without doing lots of research along the way. You're stuck like this. Yeah, if you've ever had the rats mission, you probably know that you'll get so many following you, even though you think you've been there and they've started chasing you. They'll as you get back towards the whatever it is to kill them, they start drifting off. There's like it seems like the game has some sort of upper limit. Before the mobs just go, you know what? Nah, I can't be bothered following you anymore. I'm just going to leave you here. And go back to that HUD. I was looking at this and I thought I might make another one, and then realised it only goes in slot number 2. So even though it's not unique, you can't really wear 2 of them, which would be nice. Same seems to happen outside Tank Eli Hex. Yeah. Heard that as well. So we're on a line 6. What do we get? It's quite a lot. Do we want to do that or Apotheosis? Probably that. What was intellectual refinement? I kind of want to get that extra 50 matter creation we don't have. I think that's, in our best interest right now. It is locked. Let's try breaking it. Lockpicking failed. I'm not surprised. We have very little lockpicking skill. Oop. Is it just the one smelly weaver that jumped out there? I didn't see an explosion. Normally get an explosion and a smelly weaver. Okay. dare resist my comms. There you go. Yeah, there's like, I think you can get up to 60, 70-ish, and then it just says, nope, no more. And they just start walking away. Usually I'm quite good on research. I try and get some done, you know, when I'm not live or what have you, but I've not really done that with this guy. Kind of found myself to be busy outside of things, you know. Weird mission. In terms of the layout, quite odd. What's this? Ring of Suffering, quality 300. It's got to be worth something. Yeah, the ones that are still stuck at 1 and 2, I'll go back to the Spirit room and get those up to at least a 5. Oh no, a trap was sprung. It's a disaster. It is locked. Try lockpicking. Lockpicking failed. I'm not putting any more in. Go away. You can't make me. That's the entrance, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking of having one day of the week where I stream a random game, probably a retro, like an older game, and try and play through it. But I don't think you can do that in an evening with a lot of the older games because they tend to be bigger games. Like, imagine trying to play the original Deus Ex in an evening. I think it might be possible if you're a speedrunner or something, but... Mario Brothers, not really my thing, and the way Nintendo is, you can't stream their stuff. If you do, they put in a takedown notice. Well, Deus Ex came out in 1999, came out before. The original Deus Ex, I played the living snot out of that game. I tried every ending. I tried I think I did about 5 playthroughs with it, all back to back. But there wasn't, you know, much else then. So I sort of played that, and then a mate of mine said, "Oh, there's a 2-week beta for a science fiction MMO." And what's an MMO? You know, so yeah, try some ZX Spectrum games. There's probably a good emulator for the Spectrum. But I haven't played ZX Spectrum games since all the way back when they were a thing. Oh, you feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Elisabeth, or Elizabeth, has reached enlightenment. Congrats. He is at least doing reasonable damage now, though. Mobs dropping away very quickly in front of him. Chronos Sphinx gifted a tier 1 sub to Lanex. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. And if you are a person receiving a gifted sub, do not forget to thank the person that gifted it to you. And 13 in total. Thank you very much, sir. Much appreciated. It's like, you shouldn't watch the kettle boil, should you? I keep looking to see if the bar's moved, and it is like, don't watch the kettle boil, it just takes longer. It doesn't. It takes however long it was going to take, and that's it. But it'll feel longer, I think, is what the parable kind of means. Does my hot run out? I think it's not far off. I mean, the ideal will be doing Inferno Team Hards now. Whoa! Old Ganex is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you very much. He's gifted a tier 1 sub to Dread Maul, to Morenthius, or Morenthis, to 4 Hort, to Xeon Shrimp, and to Core Scope. Thank you very much for all the gifted subs. What a fabulous thing to do. Well, thank you very big, and as I said before, if you've received a gift sub, don't forget to thank the person that gifted it to you. And did he give to Sky Cannon as well? Not sure. No, I see. For that, yeah. Yes, thank you very big. Much appreciated. Makes me excuse what I'm doing to Mrs. Callis too a little more. But I've got this many subs, look. I have to do this. No, she's okay with it. I said, just imagine it's the same as I said, well, you know, remember when we were going out with the band and spending 30 quid on fuel, getting paid 50 quid each after, you know, we'd split 4 ways and then driving all the way home knackered. It's better than that. Even her folks came to see us play live because her father used to sing as well. Doesn't anymore, you know, a bit old now and all that. And not in the best of health. So, yeah, but he used to. So he came out to watch and he was like, quite impressed, he said. And we'll take you out of the room. You can have self-illumination. But when the boys are howling, it's good, yeah. I did some absolutely stunning gigs, people dancing on tables and chairs and going nuts as we played. They really loved it. You know, when a good band plays well, you know, it's a thing. Really is. Feels the best when it's you doing it as well. But it also means you've got to deal with 4 egos. You know, if someone's cheering the guitar player playing the intro to a song or a guitar solo, sometimes the singer don't like it. Not always. Some singers are like, just, you know, see it for what it is, and, you know. But a lot of the time, some singers, Scott says the same, some singers think it's all about them. And it's like, oh really? It's a joint thing, you know, but The way record companies and that work, if they find a good singer in a band, they try and get rid of the band as soon as possible and just keep the singer, because it's an easier product to sell. The best is when the bass player... No, the best one for me was the bass player wanting to sing all the time. And just having... You know, even if they could hit a note, they just had one of the worst singing voices you've ever heard. They're just bad. You know, just... No, that tonally that's all awful and just makes the whole thing sound worse. Please stop. To the point where they end up buying an auto-tune foot pedal to sing through, and it still doesn't sound good. You know, if tonally your voice is bad, it's just bad. There's very little you can do. You can go to a vocal coach, you can help, but if tonally you just sound bad, you're always, whether you're in tune or not, it just doesn't sound good. We've got a bit of mopping up to do before the boss here. And then I think maybe even try hard. This guy's hitting quite hard. Stop it. Or did my hot run out now? Oh no, it's still there. Just hanging on. Layers. The last bass player I had, they started off as they wanted to be the drummer, and this is before I knew them. They wanted to be a drummer, but they were like kind of dyspraxic, terrible coordination. So they said, "Yeah, do you want to play bass instead?" And it was like, "Okay, then I'll play bass." And then they couldn't play a bass stood up without falling over. So they used to play, you know, sat down, but at the time it was like, well, you know, it's only the bass, no one really thinks. Still have an XP can running. Yes, I do. I popped one just before. There you go. A nice fresh XP can. I have finished the line and I'm not even handed in yet. Yay! So that's practical use 6 done. 7 is nano in it, and 8 is the 50 matter creation skill. Yay. I'm going to attempt a hard. I'll have to go slower, but I'm not sure. You know, when you're 100% research whether or not you actually need to. I think I experimented once and it sort of turned out that medium, because you could complete the mission so much faster, generally speaking, when you're just chasing the mission reward at the end, it's definitely kind of, you know, XP over time. It's actually better. In a team, no, do the hardest one you can and go through it as fast as you can with tons of damage. But if you're solo, not quite as much, because you don't really have ridiculous amounts of damage like you do in a full team. Says I still received SK there. Where? There's no... It's on 100%, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, okay. Back to the garden. Balls of Steel, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Right. Let's get some rebuffs. I'm going to nip to Newland and see if I can find a Savix fixer and dock. Savick going, well, I was off to bed. What are you doing? Just so I've got all the buffs as I'm doing these. If not, I can bump log my own and do it that way, but yeah. All the buffs. Yep. You're in new land. Okay. Yeah, it's still quite fun to play this guy, I have to say. That's why he's managed to live as long as he has. As we laughingly said at the beginning, yeah, I'll probably delete him at the end of this stream. And then we'll do a proper poll. Yeah, that never happened. I spy a Savick, amongst other things. And see your Blix. Then lay hot as well. We got the hot as well. And then dock buffs. I'm thinking. All the dock buffs. Because they've got like a big nano init buff, and when you're using one of these, sluggish Notum lens, yes, gives you 10% direct nano damage efficiency, but it also means you no longer have, 750 nano init from a compiler, plus it also is negative 800 nano init. Which is a bit of a hit. You definitely feel it, I'll say that. Join Alfred's team. Yes, join team. You see, I should be shorter than her dock, and I tower above, which is wrong. It's not supposed to look like that. Right. Okay, I think that's all the things. Yeah, because look. See? Now before, I was nowhere near the same prosy tank. What did you do? What did you buff me with? Something, I don't know. Buffed something at me. Hose tank, improved essence of Behemoth. God, he's even bigger now. The bloody size of him. This is the enforcer that's got a D-Shark. That has seen before. There you go. But that's a legit build. With like quality 300 implants and all whatnot. Very difficult to do. Sav is tiny. Sav is a tiny. Mum, can we... Oh, it's Lucas the Spider. Can we have Lucas the Spider? No, we have Lucas the Spider at home. Yeah, I know. Have you not heard of Lucas the Spider? It's brilliant. CGI, but it's so well done. Someone's re-uploaded his videos. Don't go there, go here. Lucas the Spider. There he is. He's so cute. Even if you think you're scared of spiders, this is a good way to stop being scared of spiders. The only problem is you'll watch the first one, and then you'll just have to watch all of them. What can you do? That's what happened. Someone told me about it, and I watched the first one. I went, "Oh, that's brilliant!" And then before you know, because they're all like 4 minutes long at the most, and usually shorter, you end up like, I has to watch another one. Before you know where you are, you spent your entire evening watching a cute little spider and his little friends being little kids. Honestly, you've got to watch. watch these videos. They're brilliant. We'll undertake the greatest challenge unless you send me there, because I'm not going there. No, I refuse. I refuse to go there. It's unlucky. He's going to send me there again, isn't he? Or elsewhere that I don't want to go to. So we're going to try hard now. No. I'm not going there. It's awkward to get to. You waste 30 minutes if you watch them all, as they're not that long. Yeah, kind of. It's well worth 30 minutes of your time. You know. They are brilliantly done, though. They really are. He gave me a mission, but it's disappeared? Okay, I think he bugged. That I have. I will do what I can to stop the unredeemed. I will undertake the greatest challenge. No, we're not going there. The maker of them made them for his daughter and was never meant to get that popular. Yeah, but they're so good. Lucas the Spider. Brilliantly observed and done. Was his little girl a bit scared of spiders, so he made them less scary for her? They are just brilliant, honestly. You know, any kid could watch it, any adult can watch it and get something out of it. Oh, he's determined I'm going over here now, isn't he? He's giving me a hard time with this crap. Image of gallery. What have you got? You got there like a little squirrel thing and a cat. Forbidden love. It's an unusual combination, I'll say that. The greatest challenge, not there. Stop sending me to crap locations, you swine. Finally, we got cave again. Yay! Yay for cave. Right, okay. One hard Inferno mission. Let's see. I'm not sure how we're going to do solo, but we will see. And remember to hydrate with some tea. Very burnt tree. Makes you wonder what this would look like if it was decorated in... I mean, if we change the light, it's not nearly so bad. Change it to Rubicar light. It's not as burny looking. Still got that red kind of hue, but if you decorated it with trees that had leaves and ground that had, you know, actual grass, it would look pretty cool. That's a bad spot. I will save the Lowbies. Right, I think I've got to pick my fights a bit more carefully in this one, if all the mobs are going to be that much higher level. Ooh, yeah, a lot more HP as well. Let's see. If not, we just go back to the garden and roll another medium. See, I haven't got blockers and stuff that you would normally have in a team or something, you know. And each kill does take longer, so yeah. Let's see Kalos die. No, I did that just before I hit 220. Savik was convinced that they had aggro, and so wasn't really paying attention to my HP, and I was thinking, no, it's Sav, she'll see it. It's Savik. Savik doesn't let you die. Oh dear. It didn't matter, we were fine. This is gonna haunt you forever now. I think it's the only time you've ever let me die. And it was because your NCU was filled up with crap. Should have gotten an NCU buff. Yeah, you wouldn't have been distracted by trying to clear all the crap out of your NCU. Because you can't cast the team heal if your NCU's full. I know this because that happened to me. And people nearly died. Even if you manage to forget it, Kalos is going to remind you on the stream. I'm not a big meanie, you know. I'm really not. I don't hold grudges like that. Yeah, Life Channeler, Deathless. You've got to have your NCU there, otherwise you can't use them, and that means people are not getting healed as they should. If Savik made me die, I'd have a laugh and come back and die again. Well, basically that's what happened. Except we didn't die the second time. Savik was up and running by then. Once he'd cleared all the garbage out of her NCU, we were fine. Only for fun, what do you mean?
Hi, AI Brian here. Remember that time Savik let Kalos die?
Oh no. That's mean, but thank you very much for the 1,100 bits. Oh dear. Savik is now going, I'm not going to turn up on any more streams and receive such abuse. Yes, Savik is the boss. Savik even kept me alive when I fluffed up the immunity in Vortex. That's something else we should do. Is do Vortex. I don't need the thigh, but the XP from there is pretty nice. We never did that this time. Because I think it was Robo's Keep said, let's do a 12-man. I'll drag you through a 12-man, and I got a thigh, unknown liquid, and the nanodeck thingy tool, so nearly the whole thing to make a stellar nano deck and a beta thigh, which is kind of awesome. Tank accidentally mongoed all the turrets. Ouch! And you still kept him alive. You see, Savik is one of the best docs in the game. If you die in a team with Savik, it usually means something's gone wrong. Or you did something very, very stupid. That's the way in. Okay. Ooh, a blood red. Sabik is the boss. His run tent for tanking, yeah, they are very, very strong. I don't know how fast they can chain layers and still hold aggro, but my god, it's impressive. They're very well built, and it's not just that the build is good, it's their playstyle that's very strong as well. I think a lot of people think, if your build's good, you're good, and it's like, well, kind of, you've more potential to be good, but if your playstyle's bad, someone with half the amount of gear is going to do better than you. Just the way it is. Yeah, this thing's hitting a little hard. More blinds for you, more layers for me. I think maybe mediums were better, you know, because I wasn't getting concerned about my health all the time. And Ergo's going to be tough. Not Ergo, the boss. Yeah, he got through all my layers very quickly though. Oh, they're all red. Come on. 244. You never got past 215, but yeah, this is it. If the way you play is considered, thoughtful and precise, generally you will do very, very well. You don't have to have every shiny toy. I mean, the punch bag might disagree and say, no, this player is better, but it doesn't mean they really are. There's still some player agency, you know, in a game like AO. People think, oh, you know, you can do spreadsheets, you're going to be fine. It's like, well, yeah, not quite. Still got to be, you know, focused and on the ball, or you're going to come unstuck very quick, you know. I think as well, this mission's going to take too long to finish. I wanted to get off at about 8. Because I don't normally stream on a Thursday. So it was like, finish at 8-ish. We're doing okay though, I mean that's going fairly rapidly. I've got my own, yeah. Toe to toe with these dudes is definitely a bit more scary. And 3, yeah, I remember them. I remember that name. I remember many names. God, we're only on 30% and never going to finish this mission. This is why I think mediums are better, you know. I do. Yes, the per mob XP is better, but it takes much longer to kill each one. You know, so yeah, good as that was, I think we'll get rid. We'll do a medium. Medium seems to be the sweet spot. You're going to cap your research and not get too stressed and go a bit faster. Pretty sure of it. You know, if you accidentally pull 2 mobs, you've got enough wiggle room to calm one and all that kind of thing. There you go. Ergo straight away. The Essence Hunter has spoken. The Essence Hunter agrees, and was trying to discourage me before by giving me the same mission location I didn't want 9 times or whatever it was. Leveling is so fast now that few people only have 1 toon. Yeah, this is it, yeah. It used to be the case, but nowadays, no. Everyone's got a few. I mean, I used to just main my Advi, and I had maybe 1 or 2 other little toons that I never did much with. And that was it, you know. And then when I came back, it was like everyone had in Storm suddenly had like 8 or 9 220s. I was like, God, you guys, no, daily missions and Inferno missions. It's so easy. And I was like, oh, right, okay. It's really easy to level now, is it? And they were like, oh, like you wouldn't believe. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try this out. You know, and I was gobsmacked how much faster it was, you know. I got loads of toons before it was faster, but it's a secret. Oh, I had a few. I mean, I had my first, I think the second toon, I can't remember. I've made that many toons and then got rid of them because I thought, no, it's not for me. It's not Advi. I don't like it. You know, I was in that headspace for a very long time. So, you know, I'd got so used to the amount of utility that Advi's had that everything else felt very on rails and difficult. I remember making an MP called FC Lovechild. It was just after they got their 3rd pets. And then traders were considered overpowered, so we all made traders, but they weren't really overpowered. They were just quite good. So, you know. Savik is still your main, even though Funcom broke her. Yeah. You need to make a shade, Sav. Have you got a crat as well? Soto Mohoney is in the stream. Welcome on in, sir. How the devil are you evil ominous spy? Where is he? There he is. How do you do, my fellow clansmen? You have a 200 fruit crat, yeah. You should definitely make a shade though, Sav. I have all the toys to give you. Crats are better paid. They are definitely better paid. But yeah. Careful in battle and all that. They're really, really cool. Yeah, as soon as you get your shade to 160, Sav, I can just bring it round these medium missions immediately. I'll help you level it, don't worry. Like we did with your fixer, taking her through all the quests and stuff. And you'll have your, you know, blood-soaked cloak of dishonor, you'll have your nippy stilettos. It's the most not AO toon from AO. What a shade. Well, you could say that about Keeper, because they both came out with Shadowlands, didn't they? Krat's brilliant. It really is good. But Shade is one you've never played, so it'd be, I think, interesting for you because you've never played one. Always gimp and squishy. What? Shades. Yeah, you've never gone through the spirits thing and not needing treatment and farming your own, you know, everything's level locked. Not exactly, no. The very first Let's Build, which wasn't actually a Let's Build, but it counts, was a little shade. I did. And it was called the Veteran Playthrough, back from 2015, I think I started that. come down here. Nippies are super cheap, yeah. They were ridiculously rare drops for a middle level, you know, 100 to kind of 200, you know, weapon, or 150 or whatever. It depends how hard you twink, of course. But with shades, it's the how well and efficiently they can perk is how well they hit. Especially at endgame. Less so at lower levels because you've got less perks to play with. But essentially, yeah. If you look at most damage dumps on shades, it's like 80%, 70, 80% is just perk damage. Oh, double belt for 400. I haven't got 400 on me. Oh well. One of them and a multi-screwdriver, that'd be nice. Oh, it's rooted me. You evil thing. Unroot me, there we go. Shades are a pain in the ass for docs and empos. Well, yeah, because they pull aggro. Once they figure out they can do sneak attack and backstab very quickly together and suddenly hit for 26k plus God knows what else lands in 3 seconds. They start pulling aggro and then the doc suddenly got a squishy thing to heal compared to an enforcer. Yeah, the shade that jumps in at the beast right at the beginning is not a good shade. Because, oops. You now got the you hit it. What's my saying? If you hit Q, it's all on you. Yeah, well there you go. If you don't sacrifice one, you don't get the burden to drop. Yep. That's the law. It's an official law, state and federal. You have to sacrifice the you have to sacrifice the shade if you want the burdens. Didn't we do a stream once where we did a 6-man to the beast, and he dropped like 3 burdens, and like, people were like blitzing their tunes there to get one. It was nuts. It was like, of the 6 people there, only my tune was there that needed one. Everyone else was like, oh, well, I've got an ult. You know, it's like, they can't let these rot. That's ridiculous, you know. And you can't, you know, they're too useful. Thank God it was iPanned, not real panned. Because with iPan, the portholes stay up. So blitzing in that lower level tune is a doable thing. Yeah, I think mediums are the sweet spot. By the time you've killed one of the hard red mobs, so this is solo, not team. Team, no, go hard. Go hard or go home. You're doing team missions. But if you're soloing, medium is the sweet spot, I think. I mean, I finished off the research on my shade doing new Inferno mediums, which is why I don't like doing new Infernos anymore. I just got so fed up doing it. It was back when you could when they first came out, and you could kill the Sprit, so you'd go and sacrifice 2 of them and then just defend 1 all for 45 minutes at a time. It was pretty cool. Oh, it's running low on the nano. Oh, no, I'm not. I love that. That is such a gift. You know, because otherwise you're going to be running out a lot. Especially on this guy with his smaller nano pool. Yeah, we were trying to figure out if he was at cost cap yet or not. I think he might be. Someone was saying, yeah, if it's that number, then he is. Let's have a look. Nano execution cost 19. What should it be at? If the cap is 45, this should be 55. I always get confused by the way it reads out the data. So I'm over, aren't I? With this. I'm going to take this off. And do it again. $34. So that isn't actually helping really, is it? I'd be better off with more nano skill in there or something like that. If I understand the way to read it correctly, and I probably don't. Oh, there was a little roller rat in the door. You kill the little roller rat then. A little ball of XP. There's no cap on plus nano damage. Which is how people get away with stacking NTs. My little NT's going round casting candy cane, and candy cane's hitting for like 100k for each layer. And, you know, that's why it's a massive exploit. Because there's no hard cap on how much plus nano damage or plus healing you can actually have.
Her Excellency, Eva Poor Eyes, would like to remind all citizens of Rubicon that violence should never be your first choice. Lay down your arms, friends, and settle your problems with words. Omnitech wants to see everyone survive and thrive on Rubicon.
One letter too long. Yes, well, a thing happened. Thank you, Soto Mahoney, for the speech and the bits. Eva Poor Eyes, I love it all. It is brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, he's called Brian in the interface. You choose a voice and it says British Brian. Brian or Emma or something like that for the female variant. I tried Brian and went, yeah, that works. I think I like Brian because he just sounds very dry. So I was like, yeah, we're going with that. Eva Poor Eyes. I refuse to pronounce anything other than the British way. He sort of reminds me a little bit of the old Thunderbird's butler. Yes, Lady Penelope. He's a little bit like that, I think. Okay, can I... Is not in line of sight. You are awkwardly placed. Right. Croaker. Calm you. And Rafter, we destroy you. Yes, Eva Poor Eyes. Her poor eyes have been gouged out with a spoon. Don't. That's horrible. Every time I hear Brian's voice, I picture the face of Jude Law for some reason. Jude Law. Yeah, I suppose. He's playing the young Dumbledore now, isn't he? In the new, not Harry Potter, there's something else Beasts movies. They're okay. I don't mind them, you know. It's the Harry Potter world and universe sort of thing. But I think for me, the very first movie that I saw of it, it just really worked for me. I don't know why. But I mean, what child doesn't have the fantasy that really you're something very, very special and you didn't know and now you do and it's all wonderful? You know, it's like everyone's childhood fantasy to a certain degree. Not got your size fixed yet? No, I asked Space Quest. He said, "Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm busy." I was like, okay, because it isn't actually game-breakingly big. I mean, he's stupidly big, but not game-breakingly big. Chronos Sphinx gifted a tier 1 sub to Tron B. They've gifted 14 subs to the channel. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. And if you are the person receiving the gifted sub, remember to thank the person that gifted it to you. It's like Grandpa's dinner table. Could you pass the salt? Yes. Say thank you. Yes, okay. Thank you, Derek. You know, or what, Brian. Whatever. You're to cause cabbage envy to trend on grid feed. Cabbage envy? Cabbage envy? What, because he's too big? Blame Space Quest. I think he knew damn well what size he'd put him back to. He can count. I'm pretty sure he knows he can count. Right, I've increased your size 10 times with a script and reduced it by 8 times with a script. Largest cabbage in the land. I think it is, yeah. That just sounds very wrong. King Cabbage. Oh no. It's so very wrong. Thing is, when he gets set back, he goes back to normal Atox short. So yeah, he won't be King Cabbage anymore. A massive Atox NT, yeah. That's actually me in the game, yeah. They've scanned me in, as you can see. Same beard. Siljaw Russell with the image. Let's have a look. Have a Super March 10th. Oh, Super Mario. You can only reblog this today. I missed my chance last year. Not going to let it happen again. I'm keeping that one. Shamelessly stealing it. Chrono Sphinx gifted a tier 1 sub to D-Drac. They've gifted 15 subs to the channel. Thank you very much for another gifted sub. And if you're the person receiving the gifted sub, please remember to thank the person that gifted it to you. Die. See that power of cabbage there? He looked at the cabbage and just perished. Don't underestimate the power of my cabbage. Someone's going to clip that out of context, aren't they? You kind of know it's just gonna happen. %96%. I know what I'm doing once I get logged in, doing Who is King Cabbage? Oh, yeah. Couldn't find King... Oh, I put King Cabbage, hang on. Is King Cabbage. Could not find King Cabbage on Rubicar 5. You better be quick, Tron. Someone's gonna have that now. Another cat one. Okay, we'll look as soon as I kill these mobs. You're not after it, okay. Yes, nobody's gotten away with King Cabbages yet, apparently. It's available. Another one. Oh, another non-cat one. Okay, give me a sec. Sorry, hey, Home Depot, I read Dune, I'm not putting my hand in the box. Household light bulb. Why does it need your hand? What? Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little death that will bring oblivion. I will face my fear and allow it to pass over me. And when it has gone, the fear, when it has passed, the fear will be gone and only I will remain. Something like that. I can't remember the exact thing from the book, but yeah. Do they use it in the new movie? I think they must do. But rather than Paul saying it in his head, it's his mother saying it, which is how it is in the book, actually. And in that scene, what you need to understand, and you need to watch it closely, but it's subtle, but it's there, is the more pain she inflicts on him. She's reading his mind as she's doing it to see his reactions. And at a certain point, it's like an arm wrestle in that she's got him down to there, and then suddenly she can feel that he's pushing back. And if she continues to put him under that stress, that pressure, she'll awaken in him what she fears the most, which is a teenage Kwisatz Haderach, you know, a supreme being which her order will have no control over. She's suddenly terrified of him. It's a very poignant scene in the movie, and it's a very important thing in the book as well. So, oh, King Cabbage Lynn is one letter too long for Lynn. No, we must release the cabbage. Where the hell was the boss? Let's go find him. Where's he gone? Was he this way? No, he wasn't in. He was in a big room. It was like the big room, but with the more Zan-looking stuff inside it. If that makes any sense. It probably doesn't. Wasn't he in here? Wasn't it this kind of room? Oh, I think I found him. Yeah, it was this kind of room. I don't know what you'd call this. Pointy room. The room of pointiness. Look upon the cabbage and die, familiar of more death. Yeah, if you give Doom like a second or third watch, you'll start noticing a lot of subtlety in the scenes that maybe you missed. I think mainly because a lot of people didn't watch it in the cinema on a big screen, so if you do watch it, you know, like, do like a headphones and darkened room and just really take it all in. Yay, finished another line of research. So now, matter creation 50 is the target. Practical use 8, which will take us to... Ooh, we're getting closer. That'll put us at 2892 when we get that. So yeah, good stuff. But yeah, like I said, it's going to be a bit of a shorter stream tonight because I don't normally stream on a Thursday. Tomorrow I'll be back as normal, I think. Now, if that had been nothing but team hard missions, we'd have done probably most of that line, I think. I'm not sure. We'd have done more of it, I think. Yes, I'm still ridiculously big. You can stand next to the guard. Go up to GMI, it's the same sort of thing. And I don't think I've got an enlarge running or anything. Oh, maybe I do. Yeah, I do. Sab has given me an enlarge as well. Well, like, that's the same height as my keeper, isn't it? It's just sort of... And this Playboy fixer guy is always there. He's just stupidly tall. I mean, it is cool in a way, but also a little bit awkward in places as well. Right, okay, we'll have a quick look. Is anybody else streaming Anarchy online? Forced perspective, yeah. Yeah, it's like Lord of the Rings. It's so clever the way they did a lot of that, you know. Anarchy online. Who's on? Me and Knave. Oh, we'll go raid Knave, eh? We shall raid the Knave. I think he's back on Rubicon 19 Iron Man. Looks like they're doing missions and stuff. There we go. The raid has been created. He's only got 2 people watching at the moment. Let's fill him up. Fill his chat and everything else. All aboard. Give him some love and some follows and things. And I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you everyone for the gifted subs, the bits, and various other things. And for coming along while I goof around doing research, which is very, very boring. Okay, folks. Bye for now.